Yeah, the mini rods with that high tire speed will have a tendency to pulverize almost the surface. They don't chew in and dig, but they will start to make that top half inch or to an inch fairly loose, and we're starting to see dust as Mr. Theobald took away from the starting line. It was starting to appear where we hadn't seen that before. Other side, the four-wheel drives don't spin their tires quite so hard, so we have not seen it get dusty yet. And American Made making a move here on the starting line over to the left.
Gotta love that new Ford Ranger body there, 2024 Ranger, and kind of got that chop top to it. And Tommy Corsa.
Oh my! Look out!
Yeah.
We can't go by the Bex cone. It is the laser that's going to tell us.
Now, the furthest truck that we have seen go work this left side of the track this afternoon, and he found something over there.
He did, indeed. He also made me look sort of silly for what I just said about not finding dust on that side of the track, because he did.
Oh, 3:33.38. We'll put him number 2 here, 3:33.38. Great run, Tommy Corsa. So there we take a look at our leaderboard, modified four-wheel drive side. Congratulations, Jake Zering going to be the champion here this afternoon, as the Rule 19 will take the win. Holman Brothers will finish up in that number 2 spot for play. We see Larry Peterson will be number 3, and Corey Johnson will finish up number 4, and then Taylor Corsa will round out the top 5.
We're going to go back to Blue Ridge, Georgia. The other half of the Corsa family, Tommy Corsa with American Made Ford. Now debuted this truck late last season at the North Iowa Nationals. The Rockwell Lions put that pole on in Rockwell, Iowa, and Tommy earned his first Grand National win with this truck up there.
You can see as that truck came around the back of the sled there just how weight biased it is toward the front end. The rear end was being essentially dragged around the corner. It is not uncommon for one individual to be able to go up to one of these modified four-wheel drives and grab the drawbar in the back of the truck, pick it up with one hand, and spin the truck around in an entire circle and then set it back down. There is that much of the weight biased toward that front axle. They rely on the sled itself to do the job of planting those rear tires. Everything else has the responsibility of planting the front.
Chapel Hill fans, don't forget to make sure you keep up with your programs. After this class, we'll be giving away another crisp $100 bill. We also want to give a special happy birthday shout out to Julie Williams. Happy birthday, Julie.
Check down for green flags is complete. Tommy Corsa, American Made.
All right, good run for the 2024 Ford Ranger. Got that chop top to it. Best appearing a four-wheel drive at the Farley Nationals this year. The big $50,000 to win invitational out there in Farley, Iowa, 300 Raceway. So pole distance will be 3:21.03 for Tommy Corsa, the American-made Ford. We'll put him outside that top 5 here tonight as we take a look at our leaderboard. So working position number 17 out of our 23 here tonight is Larry Peterson, hook number 2. Still holding him off down there.
And the Bounty Hunter, Rob Foster and Simply Red, number 4. Third spot to Mark Mangan and the Outlaw, Jake Zering, rule number 19, your runner-up. And Larry Peterson, Pro Fab Geared Up Chevrolet, wins the Lions Super Bowl of the South.
So, what is a four-wheel drive, fans? 6,200 pounds, is including the driver. They are limited to 650 cubic inches, and they must be naturally aspirated. No superchargers or turbochargers. They can run gasoline and or alcohol. 133-inch wheelbase. And their max tire width is 18 inches, and they run a 26-inch drawbar. So big horsepower, 650 cubic inches. Massive. Sonny Leonard and other engine builders, we used to call mountain motors back in the day. Big cubes, fans. 650 is the max. So the Outlaw makes his pass at 296 and 61, and we are headed to Georgia up next. Blue Ridge, Georgia, with the American-made Tommy Corsa. He will be up next. On deck will be Brian Britt, the Animal House machine out of Baxley, Georgia. And on hold is Justin Grace, and just in time out of Finchville, Kentucky. So Tech Services have advised they're going to make a change to our weight transfer machine. We are going to start the class over. Mark Mangan will come back at the bottom. And Tommy Corsa will now be our test puller in this American-made machine out of the Blue Ridge, Georgia. No matter the job, there's a Case IH ready to work as hard as you do. From the rugged Farmall Compact Series to the four-wheel drive power of the Steiger Quad Track, there's a tractor to meet every need, easy to operate, an exceptional operating environment, loaded with features to enhance your productivity. Case IH tractors deliver the power and flexibility to knock out the chores and keep going. www.caseih.com. Here we come now, Tommy Corsa. And right there, Tommy Corsa, fans, American-made, Blue Ridge, Georgia-based runner. Three 307.07. 307.07. 307 feet 07 for Tommy Corsa. So here we come now. 3 trucks left. Tommy Corsa and the American Made should be next out of Blue Ridge, Georgia. So here comes that American Made now. So John Davis continues to lead now, 3:25 and 39. As we get ready to bring the American Made in, Tommy Corsa, Blue Ridge, Georgia. I'd like to thank Bobcat Enterprises, UA Local 502, Meade County Bank, Boyd Cat, CNC Portables, Nucor Steel, Stanley Steamer, the Sicilian Bank, Flaherty Chevrolet in Brandenburg, Napa, United Rentals, West Banco, LG&E, and KU. And the American Made, Tommy Corsa. Here's your pull distance for Tommy Corsa, American Made, 3:17 and 25. 3:17.25. 317 feet 25. American Made. Celebrate our first and second place finishes here tonight.
Track here, the American Made. And 1 year ago, we saw Tommy Corsa pick up his first Grand National win right here in Rockwell, Iowa. Good-looking truck here. 2024 Ford Ranger. Got that top chopped a little bit. But we've seen Georgia here kind of be a hotbed for four-wheel drives. We got quite a few trucks coming out of Georgia.
Georgia has always been a hotbed. Virginia, Georgia, that area has always been a hotbed for four-wheel drives, and a lot of them out there.
Yeah, actually started in the South many years ago, Florida and up into Virginia.
Going back to the gentleman saying he had to get back to his second truck, and we run into that quite often, is I'll make a run or Terry will make a run, and we have to get back quickly to the starting line to get the other tractor down the track. And sometimes it puts a little undue pressure on you.
Oh, the Ford challenging.
I noticed they was pulling him to the left. They've all been drifting to the left. The Paynes are just getting cutting their teeth on the mod class. They haven't been doing it that long, and they're doing a good job with it.
All right, so 374 and 52 for Tommy Corsa. We'll put him number 2 here over on the four-wheel drive side. So real nice run there for Tommy Corsa.
Yeah, that was a solid pass.
As we take a look at our leaderboard, everybody's still chasing Rob Foster in the Simply Red. Yeah, they've been kind of talking about that pretty much all week here. Thursday night we had the big pile right down the center, and they kind of worked that in. And the competitors have kind of stayed away from that right side here over on the east track here. As we take a look at Tommy Corsa, Blue Ridge, Georgia, American made. Yeah, I think we're going to stretch it out here a little bit further. We'll take a look. Yeah, new leader, 3:59 and 85. What a run. 3:59 and 85 for Tommy Corsa with that Ford, as he'll put it in that number 1 spot here tonight.
I'm guessing he likes this place.
I was going to say, he wishes Georgia was a little bit closer to Rockwell, Iowa, but yeah, no, they'll take it. What a great run there for the 88 Ranger. What a class. 366.63 picks Mark Mangan's pocket. He was at 361.93 and number 2 spot. Number 3 spot, Justin Grace, just in time. You see Tommy Corsa, number 4, American made, and then the Profab, Lisa Peterson. Boy, what a great class of 4-wheel drives here tonight.
Bunch of big guns up there in front. They well deserved.
Shoot the sled at the starting line and finish. And so, haven't been listening to radio traffic. Here is Tommy Corsa, American made. Blue Ridge, Georgia. His daughter is leading the points, and Tommy is in 6th. Second place in Rockwell last weekend was his best finish. He's also had a 4th place in, well, Rockwell was very good for the courses. He had won there last year. The truck was unpainted. Here he comes in with a painted truck. Well, this year,
All right.
good looking graphics, good family. George is making a comeback on the NTPA trail, you know.
Here we go. Tommy Corsa in the American made.
Little wheel chatter there at the very end. Three, 7, and 8. Sixth place for Tommy.
Excellent pull. You know, we get to the end of this class, I don't think I'm going to take a stab at trying to figure out our top 5 with all these distances so close together.
Right.
So,
it's been close competition.
Yes.
And if you see them out here at the fair this week, please tell them thank you. Patronize them if they got something you can use, something you can buy or whatever.
Here's our leaderboard. Ben Ellis in 1st. Jim Holman in 2nd. John R. Davis holding on to that 3rd spot. Justin Grace in 4th. Rob Foster in 5th. Tommy Corsa takes over 6th. Bumps his daughter down a spot. Mark Mangan in 8th. Lisa Peterson in 9th. And Jake Zaring in 10th.
That's what makes Pull Town so great. This great competition and letting these light supers go back. No hurry there. 346.21. 346.21. Your new leader in the class.
All right, an update over here on the 4-wheel drive side. Larry Peterson, the Profab geared up Chevrolet, sitting up top at 339 and 8. Jim Holman with the 4-play Chevrolet at 337 and 1. Greg Hitchcock one more time forward at 336.
There we go.
Top
We got
3.
our little ones here. Except ours don't stay on here very good. We got to work on that.
Tommy Corsa. What do you think, Ford fans?
Yeah. It's looking good. I think we got a new leader. I think we're going to Georgia with a leader for that one. Unreal. Tommy Corsa, that was an awesome pass. Larry Peterson holds on. And at this point, we still have about 17 trucks or so to come our way in this four-wheel drive class. So we're going to have some more fun here. And something tells me that won't be the only one that scares Larry Peterson down here on the big end.
Your top five. In fifth, the Yankee Blue Ford, Scott Phillips. In fourth, Peyton Davis with the Punisher Chevrolet. Tommy Corsa, the American-made Ford, in third. Larry Peterson, the Profab geared up Chevrolet. And your winner on Thursday night in the four-wheel drive class, the 58th National Tractor Pulling Championships presented by Maxim Tire out of Fairgrove, Michigan, the Simply Red Chevrolet and Rob Foster.
Fans, Tommy Corsa, American made, cracks off a good one. The running mate to that truck was in the fifth position, now knocked down to sixth.
Fans, let's give a nice round of applause. Danny Schmucker, that Rampage. So we're down to it, just a couple more to go.
The Indoor pit area extends across the fairgrounds concourse and the infield, and it's included in the admission price. Meet drivers from across this great land and see their amazing pulling vehicles up close. Come early, experience the afternoon pedal tractor, the toy display, tasty concessions, and a wide variety of merchandise. That's Urbana, Ohio, or Champaign County Fairgrounds, Saturday, September 13th. For event details, visit allstarpool.com. And there is a news flash on that Enderley right now. They are going to do the Grand National first this year. Yeah, we just found that out. Derek Bowman at 354 and 3-1. Came out with a second place in Hicksville here just a week ago. Third variant, and just all over the place. And this is 373.4. What do you think? Fourth place, she says, she's hardly ever wrong. If she's wrong, I am not going to tell her. On behalf of the Fulton County Fair Board, we present you that trophy here tonight, and thank you again so much for being here. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher here tonight, Tom Jones. Mr. Chris Gaines.
Grand National Pulling Competition is Tommy Corsa, Blue Ridge, Georgia, will back in the American-made. Now Tommy comes in as the Grand National points leader in this class.
one win on the season, that in Bowling Green a couple weeks ago. Picked up the Best Appearing Award in Farley, Iowa earlier this year. Of course, we saw Rob Foster pick up that big $50,000 check in Farley earlier. But this truck here was voted the best appearing four-wheel drive truck, and you can see why. That chop top Ford Ranger.
It is a beautiful truck. Beautiful workmanship on it.
So our first of two trucks out of northern Georgia. Of course, the South always been a hotbed for these four-wheel drive trucks. That's where they actually got started. 650 cubic inches, naturally aspirated on alcohol, no turbocharging or supercharging allowed in this class. And they're right about that 1,800 horsepower range. So the 40th hook in Enderley history for the four-wheel drives, Tommy Corsa. Well, you can see how deep they're digging in down there, trying to get that big horsepower into the ground.
You were talking before about engine builders. This is a class that's all about an engine builder. A lot of driving, obviously, but boy, engines in this class are tough.
Yeah, they say those naturally aspirated engines can actually cost more than the supercharged engines trying to make that horsepower.
They do cost more than the blown ones.
All right, so we'll get the numbers here for Tommy Corsa and the American-made out of Blue Ridge, Georgia. So he will lay down his shot. Oh, boy, it was a good one. 3:48.04, new leader. So we'll stretch it out a little bit further here. 3:48.04, as now he's got his daughter Taylor up next. So Taylor's got to go past Dad. As we'll go look at our scenario sheet here.
Again.
As Tommy Corsa has to finish fourth or better to clinch the championship. And I would have to say we got one more here, and he will have that done. Let's see here. And Legal Hook and Taylor made is second or worse. So we will see.
That.
I think he's pretty well got it. Or there are the finishers in our top 5 in our four-wheel drive class here tonight. So congratulations, Tommy Corsa, as he'll be crowned Grand National Champion. The Holman brothers will finish up at the number 2 spot. Jake Zering with Rule 19 will finish 3. Number 4 to Rob Foster, and Taylor Corsa will finish up number 5.
Hello, I'm Greg Randall, NTPA Executive Director. I'm joined by Charles Posch, my co-host on the NTPA Championship Polling Series presented by Case IH on RFD TV and NTPA Voice during the summer. Charles is going to be an integral part of something we want to talk to you about coming up Friday, December 5th and Saturday, December 6th in Orlando, Florida. It's the NTPA Grand National Convention and Awards Banquet. It's at the Doubletree Orlando at the entrance of Universal Studios. We're excited to be down there. It's a great location, and we're going to have a lot of great things coming up at that convention banquet. We're going to have a band on Friday night, reception. We got a promoter seminar. We got competitor seminar. A lot of different programs we're putting together. And on Saturday night, Charles and Dan Schreier will be emceeing the Grand National Awards Banquet.
This event's open to all of our Grand National competitors and their families. Those of you in Regions 1 and 2, well, we've got a special banquet scheduled for Saturday, January 10th. Stay tuned for details to come forth on that. And for those of you who are fans of NTPA Championship Polling, we want you to celebrate with us the 2025 season as well. We will be live streaming on fullpoll.live. We'll be able to log in there and find more details when it becomes available. We want you to celebrate our champions with us.
Without all of our competitors and fans, we wouldn't be the greatest motorsport in the world. Thank you for being a part of the NTPA family, and we look forward to seeing you soon.